Hey, 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 what's going on? Peace, light, and love. And thank you for connecting with me yet again, man. This has been some special energy I have been navigating out here, man. I have been up, I have been down, but I am feeling like renewed and rejuvenated, y'all. And it's just, it's crazy. I'm going to attribute them to these baths that I've been testing out. And I'm going to tell y'all about that a little bit later. But I don't know about y'all, but like this weather has been off the hook. We didn't even get to record the Serious Cipher on YouTube because like the storm came through, it knocked out all of the power. Then I got it back up again, it knocked it out again. And I'm like, hell with it. We go keep it moving, no, and we go do what it do. So if you want to hear that last cipher, you definitely want to check it out on the podcast end of the situation, right? I get a little concerned because I'm like, well, ain't nobody really listening on YouTube all like that, no way. However, if I want to build it, I got to bring it the hell up out there, right? So definitely check that out there. But I'm gonna do my best to do what I do. But sometimes, spirit just say, this is how it's going, baby, and this what it look like. So this how you doing it. And it is what it is. So definitely that. Tell your friends about this channel. This is a naked ass channel right here. And we definitely want to get this shit we definitely want to get this shit circulating out here in these spiritual streets because we got some definite work to do. And I want to make sure that I'm linking up with all of the folks out here in these spiritual streets to get it. I would love for them to come join some cipher, get some building with us and everything. There's a lot I got to learn from y'all out here in these streets. And definitely I've been doing some work myself and maybe I can be of assistance on some level. But let me stop being so selfish. Like I need somebody assist me. Somebody that got some knowledge for me. Yeah, because that's really what it's about. It's about me really finding out who I am, understanding how I think, so I can recognize how I act, so that I can recognize how I grow. And this right here is all about like connecting and finding that soul tribe, that family that's going to help do what it does the best. It brings that extra vibration, that extra elevation to it and everything. And all in this process is circular, it separates. You know what I'm saying? The reals from the not so much. You know what I'm saying? And when we get in this work, it starts becoming more and more prevalent where that level of work is being done because we start seeing it. It shows up in our life. You know what I'm saying? And there was so many things that I needed to work on that has really placed me in a space of growth. And so as I watch like a lot of the older recordings that I have, I can kind of see progressive growth as that's going along. As you see that with other people, and then you start noticing, like, you know what I'm saying, seasons change, people change, feelings change, reasons change, and all of that. And so you start noticing like how focuses have been shifted. And right now we got this node that's shifting and everything, and it's going down in these cosmic streets. It has been a juicy July indeed. And so we definitely been getting our juice game up, and shout out to Queenie. Now, I'm telling you something. She been doing the damn thing and really being of assistance out here. And Spirit has been definitely laying in a lot of people's hearts to really start reiterating the need for us to take care of ourselves. This juicy July, shout out Queenie. Shout out to her. Saving people's life. I'm not being dramatic because we got real shit going on out here in these streets. We just go play this game and pretend like people ain't just dying. We just go ahead and pretend like that's not happening, right? Folks is just dropping dead. They having strokes. They having heart attacks. They young, they vital, they vibrant, and they just dying. We go pretend that ain't happening. Whatever. However, it is imperative right now that we take care of ourselves, that we start taking in more higher vibrational things. And this Juice in July thing has been very helpful in helping us to transition into building these habits that facilitate healthy lifestyle choices, right? And so definite shout out to that. That's definitely been a love shot and a life save for me, because I gravitate to shit that's probably not in my very best interest. I like that shit. I like alcohol. I like foods with high contents of fat and shit like that. French fries and tatty chips and chicken wings and shit like that. And so, it's really important for folks that's like me, that's out here that like shit like that, really take some time to do some cleansing periodically and everything, so that we can start incorporating better choices within our life. I was listening to some cat that was talking about that poor food choices is an indication of lack of self-love. And I had to sit with that for a minute. Because the way that I see it, now everybody get to have their say. I'm not the type of person that's on this old player hating church mentality where we all got to be in agreement in order for us to be cool, in order for us to get along. So let's not ever get that twisted. But what I did here is I had to sit with that shit for a minute, right? Because I do that shit, and I've been on this self-love journey, and there was definitely a time where I could point out in my life where I wasn't really loving on myself. And there can be some times, but see, one of the things that I tend to do, I got Cancer moon, and a lot of those nurturing type of moon energies, Taurus, Cancer, trying to think of some other ones that may be in that whole, but those are the two that I'm really thinking of right now. Anyway, those energies with that moon side, they have a tendency to nurture themselves in things that bring them comfort. You know what I'm saying? Comfort foods, shit that they like, especially me when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big cheese person and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So those are ways that, for me, how I see it as a way to nurture myself. It's a way of self-healing. May not be in it may not be in my best interest, but those are things that are a part of the comfort zone. And this is part of this energy that we working with, is shifting up out of that comfort zone, because we move with the North Node being in Taurus, which is definitely dealing with that comfort zone. Also the values, whatnot, right? We clear on that. We got that situated. And now we moving into Aries. This is more that I am energy. This is all about what's in my best interest, what's good for me. So we moving into that particular energy, and it is definitely in effect right about now, because it's been activated. Not only with that moon, we got that, what is it called? The Grand Trine that activated all of those cardinal signs. So we talking about Aries, Libra, and we talking about Cancer, Capricorn. So if you look anywhere in your chart for those particular signs, those is the activations that you can anticipate you'll be seeing throughout this particular point in time. It is a very amazing and powerful time. Now, if you sleep through it, you may not know it, because one of the things I know that I speak to some cats that really ain't really into astrology, they really ain't doing the work like this. And they say, that's what we hear all the time, is these astrologers talking about what a powerful time it is, how you need to get in alignment, what a big opportunity this is. The tarot and the astrology readers, they all say that shit alike, because they all are powerful times if you take advantage of this opportunity. And it's so funny how the divine work, it's real cute like that, right? Because there's ample times for us to be able to jump into this energy, to get in there, to get what we need in our life. We get a whole bunch of times, or we can keep repeating the cycle over and over again and keep catching the lesson and wait for the next opportunity to come up. It's always going to be opportunities for our growth, but it just seems like there's an extra push. There's an extra special kiss, an extra cup of encouragement that we're being served with these particular alignments that's allowing us to really, really get our house in order. So definitely, oh shit, it's a good time to be alive. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I brought that out. Let me make sure that I am shouting out the soul family. Peace and love to all of my soul family, baby. All of y'all, each and every last one of y'all. It definitely was a powerful time indeed on that cipher. We were tag teaming charts. The sister Doreen and I, oh, what a beautiful sister she is, and a beautiful energy, where we were taking a look at some charts, and we tag team these charts and we give our perspectives of it. And I really appreciate, her approach in that, because it just allows for expansion. It allows for my growth. And, I tend to hyperfixate because, spirit will have me like laser focus on certain things that, you know what I'm saying, may not even have shit to do, with what they asking me about. But then I just start, hyper focusing and shit like that. And so, having that balance in there to offset, my potential for doing that, because if I'm doing them freestyle and I don't have a set agenda, I'll be all over the damn place. But that's one of the things that I definitely got to work on with that. Let's talk about this vibe for today. Now, yesterday was a powerful day. We had that 777 portal that went on the 16th, which was a couple of days ago. Today's the 18th, right? We had that 7-7 portal. I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't up for doing shit. I kicked it with the grandbabies. I enjoyed them. They always help in elevating and raising the vibration. We got out there in some nature. We enjoyed ourselves, and it really assisted in healing me. It was a very, very powerful day. Got so many shit downloads, y'all. Shit, y'all watch out in these streets. I'm sure y'all got that shit too. I know I ain't the only one out here in these cosmic streets that's getting these powerful ass downloads, and I cannot wait to hear about that shit. I am excited. This is an exciting time with that 7-7 portal, and we still got more yet to come, because we still got that one on the 25th where we will really be shifting it into a new energy, which brings us into Leo season. So this is going to be a different twist on that energy, right? That's going to bring us in conjunction with that Venus retrograde that's coming up, which is also going to be in Leo. So there's going to be a lot of activations in that Leo energy as well. And I'm here for it all day. Sun sign Leo, no doubt, no doubt. So definitely here for all of that. But then yesterday, it was a powerful day. It was a foundation day, right? So with all of those alignments, we had that new moon that was in Cancer, right? And we had that grand cross between the sun, which was in Cancer, the moon being in Cancer, Pluto being in Capricorn, and then the nose shifting over into the Libra Aries, all cardinal energy, right? This is a foundation for some transformation. This is where we gonna have that comfort zone challenge. And guess what? Like, big time, that shit has been in the readings on all the signs. Come up out of the comfort zone, baby. Come out of there, my love. Get out of the comfort zone. It is time for your transformation. It is time for you to be transformed, my love. We can't let none of these nouns, the people, the places, the things hold us back. So check where these cardinal signs out in your chart, baby. These is going to be activated in some profound ways. Man, let me tell you. Oh, I forgot. Oh man, if I don't say this, I feel amiss. So shout out, so much love out to my beautiful friend of mine. We initially, when I first started the Pretty Priestess podcast, we were really talking more about makeup, accessories, fashion, beauty, that type of groove. Still definitely talking about that because that's like where the heart is. This is where me and her really connect that. She ain't really about this life here, right here, this spiritual life. But I brought that spiritual component into it. And you know what I'm saying? And she really got that. And we really had a good vibe with that. And so we started off initially building with that whole conversation right there. And when she and we get together, I need y'all to know. See, this is how you know when you got real soul family in your life, because when you start going through different phases and different parts and times in your life, and the people, they tend to change as the phases in your life change. But there are some individuals that remain consistent in your life. And when you connect with them, and you may not have even seen them for quite some time, but when you do, ain't nothing changed but the weather. The energy is still the same, and it is all love. I love when that shit happens. I love when that shit happens. When we catch up, it's not about, you know how people be on the bullshit, the foolishness. I'm not going there. The fuckery, the tit for tat, the competition, whatever in the hell, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I ain't really had that experience in a long time, you know what I'm saying? But that does, it still happens out here in these streets. I am aware of that. It's just that my tolerance for that has just been very low. And so once I see that that's who you are, you stop getting so much of my time. However, that's something right there. That shit ain't never got to worry about. This is a beautiful time because this is where I've been noticing, I've been dealing with this energy of these fair weather friends and these relationships, these illusion, fantasy type of secretive relationship energies that's going on out here in these cosmic streets. Number one, I know we don't like that. I know you don't like it. I don't like it neither. I was concerned for myself as well. I had to make sure that I was doing everything that I needed to keep my house in order. I'm making sure I'm spending more time, scheduling more trips, being more about the business of quality time. So I don't run into these situations where my relationships is falling apart by the wayside. So all of those connections, that's important to me. My marriage, number one, my cheering, my friends, my family, all of that shit. I tried to make sure that those connections that are really in support of me, I'm in support of them. And so this is definitely a time where we make sure that we hold on to those real connections that we have, so that when we start becoming exposed to the other end, it's a welcome shift. We see it as a cold drink of water on a hot summer day. We are relieved and we move forward, empowered. Because when we in this victim energy, this resentful ass energy, it saps away our magnetism, baby, and it pulls away from our ability to attract those things that we wish to have in our life. I didn't know that shit, y'all, for a very long time. So I thought I'd share that. Now, listen, no disrespect to nobody. I go over a lot of basic shit because I'm the type of person, I realized as I've been navigating in these cosmic streets, that there's a lot of basic shit that I just don't know. So if there's somebody that's out there like me that may have missed some of the basic shit, I make sure that I cover it. I got your back. So let's keep it moving. Let's talk about all of this. So yeah, definitely find that shit on your chart. And definitely deal with this moon sign, because your moon is what's going to set you apart from all the others in your sun sign. See, because I am a Leo, but that Cancer moon, that set me apart. Now, we got a whole bunch of other placements that's really setting me apart, right? But that moon sign, see, this is holding the key to our healing and what nurtures us. And this can assist us in opening some doors to some real ass healing. I'm just saying. Let's talk about, hold up. Clear up some energy right here. Make sure we, on that right vibe. Let's talk about some dope shit. Before we get into that, I want to talk about these beneficent baths that I got going on out here in these streets. These moon baths, right here. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got a product. See, I had to put them in here because where there was a time when I was, dealing with, some vitamins that really help to raise that sexual energy and all of that shit. I was really big on dealing with that whole situation at that particular time, vitality, you know what I'm saying, sexual energy, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm putting together vitamins and this and that and everything. And, that was a venture, you know what I'm saying? It was a few of them, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as successful. And so I kept it moving. It was like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I was putting more work than I was giving out. You know what I'm saying? And so, and at the end of the day, it seemed like I was giving more away and everything at the end of the day, because I really wanted people to check this shit out. And it's definitely hard to get people to feel it unless you let them check it out. You heard? So, you got to give some in order to get some. And at that particular point, it just started becoming a great big ass headache. So I moved on from that. But I got a whole bunch of these bottles left. So what I'm going to do with these? Well, I decided I'm going to put my moon baths in there, because there was a time where I was giving out a significant amount of product of the moon bath so that it'll last people. But I started noticing, as I started sitting with spirit, there's some folks that took that shit and they was really blessed by it. And there was other folks, well, it seems as if I was giving my pearls to swine. So with that, on those moon baths, it's all good because there's lesson learned. But spirit had me recalculate and recalibrate on these moon baths, making them more potent, making them more gangster, making them more everything. So these moon baths bring in an aura cleansing and an uplifting and healing support. Now, I deals with these, they based on the zodiac sign, right? So the moon baths, we got the aura cleansing, the purifying, and the uplifting part. And then we break it in there with the herbal support that helps to find uplifting and healing with the herbal support for each individual moon sign. Now, this is another gangster tool to help the mystics out here in these streets. Because what it does is it purifies, it refreshes, and it promotes our well-being. Ascension baths, my babies, my ascension baths. How this helps is because these Uber formulas are created, they're crafted to support each individual moon sign and overcoming challenges that slow our intentions down. You can get that shit at prettypriestess.com. I gotta take some new pictures because I got some prettier bags. I like these a lot better. Even though the ones that I had, they was effective. It was the wrong bag, but it was still effective. I'll go use them anyway because I had bought a lot of the product, right? But I can use these for my personal bag. If I'm gonna give them to the folks that's really supporting and really showing love, I got to come better than that. So I'm really making sure that I'm adding a lot of love and a lot of power into these herbal baths. I make a specialty just for you. Now, listen, you can do this shit yourself because I'm gonna absolutely let you know how you can do that. You find you a purifier, a cleansing for the aura. And then you find those herbs that's going to help and support you according to your zodiac sign. Now, you can do this on a Google search, if you're one of those people that like to do the Google search. And I don't necessarily do Google search on that because if I'm doing that shit and one of the things that really helped me is this right here. Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs have really opened the door for me to really do the damn thing. So now I can go out in nature and I'm communicating with the plants, the herbs, the trees, and all of that stuff. And so now I ain't really working with too many herbs unless I know them, baby. I need to know this herb. And so for me, this is a spiritual process because these are the herbs that are speaking to me, that are really helping me to align with whatever will support each individual moon sign. But there's also some work out here that will assist you on that journey if you just ain't for sure or you ain't really tapped into this particular gangster. Now, there's some sites that just tell you whether, you know what, if you are an Aries, you need to work with chili peppers. They ain't gonna tell you why. They don't give a fuck, no rhyme, no reason. If you don't know that Aries energy, well, then boo-hoo to you. But then we got some other cats that's out here in the streets and they break down the herb and they tell you why so and how so. And I like that. I like that a lot. So if you want to make this happen for yourself, here's how you can learn a little something about some herb. They got this one right here. Hold up. I like these cats right here. They talking what I like. Hold up. This is what it is. The Zodiac Dispatch, charting your horoscope through the art of astro herbalism. And this is at the sohohouse.com or something like that. Yeah, sohohouse.com. Check these cats out. This is a nice article they put together because see, at least this was thoughtful. It don't look like they just pulled it out their ass or they just got it off of somebody else, like this day channel. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I really want to encourage you because this is going to give you your start. It's going to help you to tap into the energy of the zodiac and the herb so that you can pick up the vibration. I like shit like that. Now, Aries on here, they got rosemary. I like rosemary for Aries. And this is a definite activation herb for this particular cardinal sign. So they talk about this Aries, this rosemary, ruled by the kingly sun. It's ruled by the sun. Absolutely. Let me load up. Let me pull out my magical herb because we gonna get this. It's ruled by the sun. It's a masculine plant. And the element of it is fire. So we in the house right there. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like this a lot. Let me keep going. That's why I want to share this. It says, ruled by the kingly sun, Aries is associated with the head, and one of its corresponding herbs is rosemary, which energizes a dull mind. If you want to be quick and you want to be on it like a fiery Aries, anoint your forehead with it. Or if you need to meet a deadline, burn it and purify the air while stimulating some thought. Rosemary has been shown to invigorate hair growth for a more regal crown. So I'm here to tell you, I like putting that rose and I like this because this is true business right here. And now before I even dealt with this, you know what I'm saying? I know rosemary. I deal with her. I call her. I know this a masculine plant, but it's a lady to me. And this rosemary, I deals with her. I knows her. When I'm working with rosemary, I definitely feel this hint of stimulation. You know, this is also a good plan. See, let me go there real quick because I'm not gonna go through all of these signs. You got to go to that site yourself. I'm just giving you this example on how they dealing with these herbs. They know these herbs. You know what I'm saying? And I like when folks know what they dealing with, right? See, this rosemary is very special. It's going to definitely help in corresponding with this activation that we got with this node shifting over into Aries, right? This is going to help you to have a clear mind so that you can focus and be in that direction that you want to go in. It's going to help you in being motivated for you. And it's also going to work in activating this Leo energy that we about to start dealing with, right? Because I like rosemary for all fire sign energies. The Aries, the Leo energy in particular is a really good energy to work with that rosemary. Now, here where I'm going to tell you that also in tune with that, you want to work with this rosemary. It's going to stimulate your thought. It's going to stimulate your mind. It is going to help to invigorate you. See, rosemary brings such a high vibration. You can use that to actually clear energy from a room. You can burn it instead of frankincense and shit, right? It's right up there on that particular spectrum. I like to add a little bit to the food because not only does it give mental clarity, oh yeah, and if you're worried about your mate keeping their eyes somewhere else, see, that rosemary helps in keeping that shit under wraps too, right? Because it helps in giving folks the mental clarity to see the direction that they truly need to be in. It's going to help you follow the heart. And listen, the heart wants what the heart wants. So we got people that be up under this whole delusion that shit we got going on, and they get caught up in what looks good, what sounds good, but not so good. And that rosemary, you add that into the meals. So you don't got to add no DNA into nobody's meal. You throw some rosemary up in that shit, right? Find a good meal, cook it with some rosemary. It's going to really bless that situation, and it's going to help to raise the vibration on that, give some clarity and thought, and keep folks thinking about what's most important to them, keep you in alignment with them values. You got to know that rosemary. I like dealing with rosemary powder. You can buy the powder form out here in the streets. Or you can also, get you some rosemary, dry that shit. I recommend everybody get a dehydrator, because this is one of the ways you can really and truly get to know those herbs. When you're working with them, when they're alive, when they're still in the dirt, when they still have the root, they hold a different vibration. They'll tell you some of the secrets that you need to know. And when you begin working with those herbs, you work with them when they're fresh. Then you allow them to dry. Find out what process works better for you too. I done got on a goddamn herb tangent anyway. But find out what process works better, whether it's drying the herbs or laying them out in the sun. I got a dehydrator because a lot of these spiritual baths that I make, because I'm really connecting with these herbs, with these florals, that I like to get them fresh and then dehydrate them. But that's just how I'm doing it. And you can get all of them fresh herbs, all of that dried goodness, all of that abracadabra at prettypriestess.com. I'm here to tell you, when you know them herbs, they really start working for you. And for me, it is really assisted in helping me to feel more grounded and more clear and just more in a feminine energy. It's deep, it's gangster. I like it a lot. Anyway, yeah, these that's definitely something to do. It is some dope shit to get. Now, you can definitely do that shit yourself. Not a problem. Know these herbs, get with them, and when you start studying them, you will begin to find those herbs that really will speak to you, and they will heal you, and they will get you on your journey. Or you can link up with a gangster like me that will speak to these herbs and allow them to tell me what it is you need by me looking at your astrology chart, and I'm gonna craft them together, and I'm going to put light around them, and I'm going to definitely allow the highest vibrations to enchant it. And we going to set beautiful intentions on there. And I'm going to wrap it up in something beautiful for you and present it to you at prettypriestess.com. It is dope shit to get. Now, let's talk about some dope shit. No. Let's talk about some shit that's not dope. And that is that unnecessary aggravation that's in our lives. See, we need these baths in our lives because we got all of that other aggravation, minutia. You know what I'm saying? Navigating niggatry, the vicissitudes in life, you heard, And we need those things that will help in supporting us in uplifting and healing our energy. We got so much shit going on in this world, this vibration lowering, positive energy sucking vibration that shows up periodically. And you get, it's like this, it's like a seesaw energy sometime, But these are things that's going to help us in getting more gangster. It's about us riding these cosmic waves. So the zodiac combos, these is going to be all the way crafted so that you can really get those herbs that's going to support your unique blueprint for your healing. That moon sets you apart. You need to know. And it's going to help in cleansing out that aura so that we can reset it and get it the way that we want to. I even got, hold up. I even got some foot baths. So where I put them up foot baths at? Yeah, I like these foot baths. This one right here, I'm about to use for me. Now, this one right here is definitely going to help me come up. This is a come out of comfort zone bath. This was before, and I put this together before I did these readings that kept telling everybody, come up out of their comfort zone. I kept saying, I just ain't been motivated to come out my comfort zone. I'm a hermit. I will sit in the house and I will look over at the cosmos and sit in the house and tell everybody what the energy look like in the streets while I stay home. I'm just saying. But these right here, I like these. You put them, these are foot baths. And you put these in your bath and they will help in raising and elevating your vibration. It works from that energy center that's at the bottom of your feet. So it allows your aura, it allows your energy to be cleansed and purified. And it infuses those herbs so that you can really allow yourself to get in alignment with the highest vibration of yourself. Again, that shit's at prettypriestess.com. Did I put them foot baths up there yet? No, I don't think I did, but I will. I promise you. If not, just, yeah, I got you. I keep forgetting shit. That's just where I've been at. I ain't been motivated to do too much of a damn thing. And Spirit has been telling me to slow down. I'm getting all these downloads and I will take off like a rocket and then come to find out like, yeah, that's for another time. So, there's that too. Anyway, that's some dope shit. But you definitely want to make sure that during these particular times, especially now where all these activations is taking place, that you cleanse all that foolishness up off of your aura and get yourself in alignment so that you can energetically be in that space. There's some other work that got to be done. Like that ain't just, you just drop that shit in a tub, you take your bath and you just cast your care and go back to your devilment. Yeah, not so much. It's a process. There's work to this. There's levels to this shit, right? But you can definitely get these things that's going to help you get in alignment at prettypriestess.com. Now, this bath tea is going to purify, is going to charge all 7 chakras. This is ascension right here. Ascension. And then I'm crafting another one together because Spirit laid this on my heart to help us with beneficial and beneficent dreams. We need that shit, and I got the channel. So all I got to do is put that shit up on that site along with these foot baths, and we gonna be in the game, But let me talk about a little bit on how we address that energy, right? So that we can really be in alignment, so that we can really get ourselves in the position that we trying to be in, right? So with these spiritual baths, here's some shit that I didn't know, basic shit. Because like I said, I came up on the Christianity track and they ain't teaching you all this shit. The only bath you getting in Christianity for the most part, besides outside of washing your ass, is baptism. You heard? So I don't know too much about that. But as I learned, I grow, and these are the things. And then a lot of stuff has just been what spirit gave to me. And I start working with it's been beneficial, and then come find out that that ain't what the teaching is. Well, we in a new time, and we ain't really got to worry about what the teaching is. We got to let spirit be the teacher. All right. So just so we can get those folks together so that they know that, this may not be the teaching. However, this is the process that has worked for me. I shower first. Shower because spiritual baths, I used to combine the spiritual bath with the regular bath. And now I see the difference. Now they are effective. When I was just using the washing up bath and really setting intentions and doing it that way, that works. But this is a process that's a lot more effective. You see it, you feel it on a deeper and more lasting and beneficial level. You take that shower first and you do that washing up at that particular time. After you take that shower, you clean that tub out and you make sure that you clear out all of the energy. And after you clear out that tub, you clear out all of that old energy and everything. Now you in the catbird seat. You go definitely plug that tub up, fill it up with your water. Then you go add your reinforcements, whether you got your bath tea, whether you got your moon bath, whatever, your crystal, your whatever in the Sam Hill it is that you got, your abracadabra. That's when you go put that shit in. Now, this is a time where you got to go ahead and do your own thing. This is what I do. What I do, there's something about these records, the vibration that comes up off of these records, and the time period in between 1970 to 1989. Some about that music that just speak to me, maybe a little bit early, give or take some years, huh? But some about the vibration on that music that just speaks special to me personally. However, my baby girl, and shout out to my baby girl, she just been so beautiful to her mom. She done took me places and showed me things and always got some. See, this is why you need you an Aquarius in your life. Aquarius just come through the door blessing you, and it's nothing to them. They just, oh yeah, I just thought about this. It's nothing. It's nonchalant. They're not doing it for production. It's who they are. That's what they do. Water bear energy. Yeah. My baby girl came through with this miseducation of Lauren Hill. Hold up. With this miseducation of Lauren Hill on vinyl. Now, even though this outside of the time period of the zone that I'm used to dealing with, right? It's outside of the time period. It's outside of the zone that I'm used to dealing with. It still hits like the old school. But that was a high vibration record anyway. This was one of them records that just really, that shit. When I caught that, see, I had on CD back in the day. And when I got that shit, I would just let it play. And then we just put it in. Even the bullshit ass conversations, you know how they had it. Did you like this? Did you know what I'm saying? And but this is more of a conversation where they're talking to the children about what love looks like to them. Woo! I don't know if y'all caught that, but I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah. A vibration on that shit. Y'all need to know. So hold up, let me see. My light went out. So that's something I like to do. So I let a record play, and that's one of the indications on how long I'm in that tub too, right? Because I let the whole side of the record play until the record stops. Then I come up out the tub. Or I got a little playlist. It's all depending on, whatever vibration I'm getting in alignment for. I got a special playlist for just that there. But sometimes I like to get in there and I need silence, but I need for everybody to be gone. So if I get those rare moments where the house is to myself, that's what happens. That's what goes down. Yeah. And so with that, whatever supports that is, you go on and you get yourself in the water, you enjoy that time, and you really start visualizing, you really start focusing on the win. Do not think about the shit you don't want. Do not think about how it didn't work out. Only focus on the shit that you're trying to see happen. Only focus on that. Then after the bath, you make sure that you keep that focus on those particular things. Now, you have just reset your auric field and your vibration with that. Now, I want you to remember one thing. That aggravation, you don't need it in your life. We don't need that aggravation in our life. And I got a list of 10 things to do to protect your vibration. 10 things to protect your vibe from that aggravation that shows up in your life, that takes you out of alignment, that works against the work that you've been doing. Because you can take these baths all day, but if you don't protect your vibe, then you just doing that shit all over again. And you can keep paying me because these things, you know, I mean, listen, the level of assistance that it gives, it's an investment. Now, you want to keep on investing because you just want to fit a square peg in a round hole. You mean by all means, there are people that like doing shit like that. I don't understand. I'm a thrifty girl. So I like to make sure that I'm giving people their money's worth. And so that's why I'm going out of my way to make sure that I bring the business. Here's what we got to do. Fuck doing these things, these 10 things. Number 10, fuck opinions that do not enhance your life. Fuck that. Ignore those opinions. They ain't enhancing your life. The hell with that. Let it go. Number 9, fuck people who drain your energy. Get the hell from around these people. You don't need that aggravation in your life, my love. Fuck them. Keep it moving. You don't need that aggravation. They take you out of alignment and put you in the victim vibration. You don't need that aggravation. I promise you, you don't. Number 8, fuck trying to please other people. Put your energy, baby, in pleasing yourself on every level. Ow. But put your focus, baby, in pleasing yourself, my love. The hell with these fools out here in the street that's sitting up there. It's always going to be a naysayer. It's always going to be a player hater. You know, this world, it just don't respond well to things that shine. And people that don't really, they ain't sure about they shine, they go definitely hate your shine for you having the audacity to show up shining. So fuck them people. And put your focus on folks that's committed to understanding you. You can't be pleasing these people out here in these streets. They ain't worthy of that. Number 7. Fuck the naysayer and the player hater that's in your head. Fuck that fool. Be sure that you let him know. I told you so. Fuck him. Speak kindly to yourself in the highest vibration and other people too. And I know there's folks out here in these streets, they will try your patience. They will try it. They think that you came here for their approval. For whatever reason, And I understand we're human and we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. But in order for you to protect your vibe, you got to say to hell with you, player hater that's on my shoulder. And make sure that you're speaking kindly to yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to nurture yourself. We got so much shit going on in this world. The very least that we can do is at least be kind, be courteous, be respectful to ourselves. And that love, that courtesy, that respect that we have for ourselves, it spills over. The folks around us get a little bit of that too. Make sure we're speaking kindly to ourselves and to the people around us. Respect is just a minimum, to quote Lauryn Hill. That miseducation. Respect is the minimum, baby. Number 6, do not be afraid to spend some time alone. Being alone is a good thing. Now, I know that sounds, whatever, from the hermit here. But I'm here to tell you, being alone has really healed me, because there has been a time where I did not spend a time. I just have an entourage of friends back when I was in my 20s and shit, had an entourage. It was always, I used to keep a house full of folk up in here. But during that particular time, as much as I love those connections that I made at that particular time, I ain't had no time to check in with how I'm feeling. No thoughts for myself. Because when you get into this whole group think mentality, your mind is still focused on your social circle. And even those of us that are social beings, that keep a whole bunch of people around, you got to make sure that you get some of that time alone, because it will heal you. It will allow you to recalibrate. It will allow you to get in your own energy, so that you can check in with your own thoughts and your own vibration. And then it makes it that much easier for you to hold and maintain. I'm just saying, whatever. Number 5, fuck doing anything that does not feel right. Do not. And I repeat, if it don't feel right, when the hell is you doing? See, we get into these things where we feel like we obligated. It's supposed to go that way. This is what it's supposed to look like. It don't feel right. What you doing, fam? You got to be in tune with the star player in you, and you can't do that if you don't listen to you. So please make sure that if it ain't feeling right, trust yourself enough not to proceed. Exit stage left. Number 4, fuck fear. Now, I ain't talking about that fuck everything and run fear. I'm talking about that fear that is false evidence appearing real. See, when you trust and you believe in yourself and the direction you're going, this is why we talk about making sure that we checking in what's in our heart. See, when we doing stuff that's in our heart, oh yeah, that was a reading. But anyway, this still apply. When we doing stuff that's in our heart, this helps you to build that faith. And it is essential that we keep our faith larger than our fears, because this is what's going to help in propelling us and coming outside of our comfort zone. When we do those things when we do that which, or those things of which we truly love, that we hold in our heart, there where our heart is our treasure. And when we treasure that shit, our faith is bigger than our fear, because we want this and we gonna make it happen by any means. Number 3, fuck comparing yourself to other people. There's none like you. This is why I'm creating these moon baths. They all gonna be unique to who you are. Now, I know that you'll find some folks that got the same sun, the same moon as you, whatever. But your birth chart is your unique blueprint. It is your unique impression upon this particular plane that we're living in right now. So when you comparing yourself to others, that's like comparing apples and oranges. There's no one like you. There ain't a duplicate of you. You need to stop that. So stop comparing yourself to others, because even though I've talked about this before, where there's a McDonald's and a Wendy's that sit right next to each other up the street from my house. They both selling hamburgers. Ain't nobody going out of business because they ain't comparing each other, themselves to each other. Maybe sometimes at some point, but them sitting side by side in two thriving business. I've been in this house over 10 years and they ain't been no damn where, which is showing you some people go like Wendy, some people go like McDonald. Me, I ain't gonna neither one of them shits. They all poison. Anyway, moving forward. Number 2, fuck things you can't control. Let go of that foolishness. Turn it loose. If you can't control it, you're gonna have to let it go. See, this where we got to trust the divine and let divine order start taking place for what it is. When we let go of things that we can't control, we free ourselves on so many levels. It allows us to be in the present moment. It allows us to enjoy right now. So we ain't thinking about that shit that's going to happen tomorrow or possibly or potentially next week. And we ain't thinking about that bullshit from the past because it happened. We can't do nothing about that. But today, right now, it's good. It's cool. And we can focus on that particular right now. Right now, right now. It's good. So fuck things you can't control. Number 1. Avoid the gossip and the drama. If you stay away from somebody, let me tell you something. What was that when somebody told me? This is some old school shit. The dog that carry the bone is the dog that bring the bone. And what that mean, if these people is coming around talking shit to you about them, they probably talking shit about you to them. See, some folks, they just thrive on gossip. They like to do that. That's how they make conversation. Now, I'm not here to hate on the person that like to sit around and run folk business. I used to really like talking to that person when I was working. They always had the juicy scoop on folks. Is it a low vibration conversation? Oh, you bet your ass it is. But boy, was it devilishly delicious to learn about the goings on of somebody's life that's all twisted that ain't mine. It's that sweet. Not really, because what that ends up doing is it brings some drama to your life because he said, she said, you said, they said, and you don't need that aggravation in your life. And if you want to protect your vibe, I would really recommend trying to curve that information to focusing on things that are true, things that are love. Where's those beatitudes that's in the Christian scripture? You know what I'm saying? Things are good report. Things of love. I'm gonna find that shit. I'm gonna go over that because we definitely need to break that shit out again. You know, everything don't need to be tossed up in that book. Some of that shit is good teaching. We got to avoid that gossip and drama and really make sure that we bring our report. I notice how my vibration changes when I start to report those things that are positive. When I start talking about the things that I love. When I start talking about what I admire in a person, the things that are respectable in people, the good shit they did, the good looking that happened. That's a vibe change right there. No doubt about it. So those are some things that we got to do. That's the work that needs to be done after these particular damn baths that we taking right here. See, we got to watch those things, where you are, where we going, and make sure, do we like it? Do we know? This is a time for us to really check in with that. These baths is going to help us get in alignment for all of that thing. It's going to help us to come up out of our comfort zone, for us to move away from people, from places, from things that no longer serving us. People, exes, they are ex for a reason. Check in. What's a real friend for real? For real, for real. What a friend look like to you? We all got different definitions of what that looks like. Some people think a friend's supposed to bail them out of their fuckery. Some people think that a friend is supposed to support and encourage them in their fuckery. Some people think that a friend is supposed to help them and assist them in finding a better way. Some people think that a friend is bold enough to tell them what's really going the fuck on. but we all got different ideas. Make sure that your friendships is in alignment with what your vision of friendship is. As far as these places, sometimes we outgrow places, the after hours club. We outgrow the corner or any of those other places that draw crowds that's outside of your vibration. We got to really consider that. Some of these things, the behaviors that's no longer working. Maybe it ain't slick to just cuss somebody the fuck out at the end of the day so that they recognize who the hell you are. Maybe some of these coping skills, they no longer serve us, right? Maybe we can go about doing shit a different way. Maybe the thought is it needs to shift. Maybe they ain't a hater. Maybe they are looking out for your best interests. How you showing up in these streets? I was just talking to somebody who was very close to me about raggedy ass clothes. Now, some people, they like raggedy clothes. For me, it brings my vibration down. There's never a time for me to be raggedy. The person very close to me said, well, I can use these clothes to work out. But working out ain't a time to be raggedy neither. But that's just me. The diet choice, how we relax. I like to relax by getting it in. It probably won't serve me in every situation, especially in those times where I got to have some clarity in my thought. We need to think about that, huh? People, places, and things. Watch them nows. I was going to give an oracle message, but I done talked long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this out. Peace, light, and love to all of you. I thank you so much for spending this time with me and allowing me to give you this information that Spirit put in my heart. Peace and light, peace and love.